Yo, what's good, y'all? We are gonna go no music today. I keep getting demonetized, even with playlists that say that they won't demonetize me. So I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point, but for now, without music. Hopefully not too big of a deal. It's barely background noise, barely audible, and it doesn't really affect things too much because it's lo-fi music anyway normally, so um, hopefully that's alright for the time being. Anyway, back to the countdown. Yo! How's it going, y'all? Hope you're well. Welcome everyone to the stream. Um Got a lot to go over today, so decided to start a little bit early, so hopefully we have things, we have enough time to talk about the things that I want. First of all, I'm going no music today. I recently monetized my channel, and all of the playlists that I use have been giving me copyrights and demonetization, including playlists that say they're royalty free, but they're still giving me that. Forgot to turn on my stream light, as usual. But yeah, so we're just going to be going no music today. Not that the monetization matters a ton to me, but for right now, I just want to see, if this works properly, right? If I don't play any music, it should work correctly, and then from there we can kind of figure out a solution. This is just kind of the control stream to get that all figured out. But hope you guys don't mind too much. It's usually just lo-fi music that's pretty quiet anyway, so hopefully it doesn't bother y'all too much. It does feel a little bit weird to me, I must admit, to be as quiet as it is, but it is what it is. Hopefully not a big deal. And yeah, welcome. We got Rushan, we got Roberts, Ominous, Lakawa, welcome y'all. Other stream news, I'm going to be trying to do the giveaways on YouTube today. So previously I had been doing them in the Twitch chat, but my YouTube is actually a much bigger platform right now in terms of viewers typically for these tournament streams, just because like in game, if we look at the qualifier and stuff, my stream is in there. It's linked there on the website, it's linked to my YouTube, etc. It seems like people are more easily able to access me on YouTube, so we're going to be trying to include YouTube in the giveaways today. I haven't run a giveaway on YouTube chat before. I think I figured out how to do it, but if it doesn't work correctly, we can just re-roll them afterwards in the Discord, not a big deal. But we will give it a shot. At the same time, though, we are going to be doing the Battle Pass giveaways in the chat. We are going to do the fan container giveaways in the Discord. So if you guys are not in my Discord, do !Discord if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, it should be in the stream description. But there's a giveaway channel where the fan containers are going to be given away right now. So if you go to the giveaway channel and check out the message that I believe Dino sends, I think it's Dino, you can just click the button on the bottom to enter, and after about 3 hours or so, it's going to draw winners. So if you guys want a chance to win 2 fan containers, you go ahead and join my Discord. We're going to be doing these for all of the streams for the Qualifier here. Probably the last chance too, not 100% sure. Don't know which streams are going in the portal, if any, or not. So if there's no portal, then this is how we're going to be doing our giveaways. So make sure to join for that. Anyway, before we cover the Blitz Masters Qualifier, I would like to give you guys an update on the leaderboard competition that's going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to my screen here. The leaderboard competition is the tournament that's been going on every weekend or so, where there's a tournament, just a little small bracket, and if you win your group, you get a lot of points and stuff, and that accumulates over the course of 6 of those tournaments. And this is how the leaderboard's looking right now. So the clan 7E is in first place. Right behind them is Gosu with the same amount of cups, actually, these two teams. The differentiator here is the win rate, whereas 7E has a higher win rate than Gosu. They just dropped less games. It's so close, it's probably just like one less game, honestly, but not sure. Then we got Evany and Tensum right behind them, tied for third. Same cups, same win rate, which is pretty crazy that they can be tied that equally. So Evany and Tensum tied for third. Hated in fourth. Well, technically it's fifth, whatever. You should add 1 to all the rest of these. But behind the top 4, we have Hated, Metro, 50A, Toma, JJ, Moon, and Rigid to make your top 11 teams, I guess. I think as the tournament goes on, it's going to be a lot clearer what the best teams are. Some will go up, some will go down. The top might split apart a little bit more. I doubt we're going to be seeing a tie for the duration of the tournament. This one is a significant tournament because the winner gets a unique clan avatar, which is normally something that's pretty rare. I don't think any of these clans have one. A lot of the top clans are not participating in this. DFM, Joker, Origin, Pincer, Purple. None of the top clans are really participating in it because pretty much all of them have one at this point. So this is kind of an opportunity for some of the more mid-level clans to get an avatar, or a logo, I guess. So that's how this tournament's going. I'm not going to be streaming it. I don't know if Tommy's going to cover any of it. It sounded like he might have had some interest, but not 100% sure. But personally, I'm just going to be sticking with the top tournament. So that's what we are going to be doing. And yeah, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and go over how the tournament's gone so far. This is a 2-day qualifier to make top 8 for the tournament. How it works is that we've got this 2-day qualifier. Yesterday there were, I believe, 10 groups, and the top 2 teams made it. All the teams had 3 or less players, so really only one team got eliminated from each group. So Group 1, Joker Toma went in over PT2K. Group 2 was 7E and Hated over X-Wing. Group 3 was GG 7 Rats over 4 Kings. Actually, 7 Rats did win that set. Most of these are sweeps, so not really always worth covering. Group 4, Origin and Cease. Group 5, Pincer and JJ. JJ took a game off of Pincer, the only non-sweep we've seen, really. Group 6, Ponda over Purple. I guess I didn't look all the way back up yet. No, those are all sweeps. Ponda over Purple. Group 7, Gosu over Nexo. Group 8, DFM over Rose. Group 9, MM over Metro. And Group 10 was literally just 2 teams. They played each other, but they both moved on anyway, so this really did nothing at all. So, good memes. But yeah, Evany over Nox. So really, out of all 10 of these groups, only 3 of them were not sweeps. So yeah, not really too worth watching, which is why it was not covered today. Cleared my voice. I will warn you guys, I'm pretty sick right now. I've been sick since around Sunday or so. Hopefully my voice isn't too bad. I'm going to grab a water bottle in a bit. But hopefully my voice will be fine. I might not be too loud today. We'll see. But anyway, that is how first stage is gone. Now, in second stage, these are being organized into groups of 4. There are 20 teams moved on, so there's going to be 5 groups of 4 here. We can show them all. And the top 1 team from each group is moving on to top 8 directly. So the team that wins this group, Joker, Hated, GG 7 Rats, which is a pretty solid group, to be honest. Obviously, Joker's the favorite, but GG 7 Rats, solid teams. Hated, they're pretty good too. I think they beat Ponda in a set in one of the leaderboard tournaments. So they're pretty good. This is a solid group, Group 1, and I believe Tommy's actually streaming this group if you guys are interested in watching it. Group 2, Origin, Nexo, MM, Toma. Favorite is Origin here. I don't really see any team that could take it from them. I mean, to be honest, in Group 1, I don't know if any team could take it from Joker, but at least there's some solid groups. Group 2, or solid teams in Group 1. Group 2, I don't really see any very, very strong teams that can oppose Origin. Group 3, pretty competitive. Evany, Nox, Ponda, Metro. I'm interested to see how this goes. It's funny because Evany and Nox were in the same group just a bit ago, and now they're playing again. So good meme there. Group 4, this is the one that I'm going to be streaming. I think this one's potentially the highest level group in terms of overall teams, as opposed to just, you know, the best one team from the group. We've got Pincer, Purple, JJ7E. I think that, you know, Pincer, they've got a very strong team that they've just assembled. They are shooting for a top 4 team. Purple, I think they're going to be pretty solid. They've got a new roster this time around, and I think they're not going to be messing around like previous Purple rosters that have definitely let the clan down a little bit. I don't think this one will. 7E, the leading team from the leaderboard competition, can't really mess around with them too much. I think they're going to be pretty solid. And honestly, I think any of these 3 groups teams have a chance of winning this group. JJ, they're not to throw any shade on them, they're a good team. I don't think they're quite at the level of the other 4, but I would absolutely love to be proven wrong. Shout out JJ, shout out MM. Shout out, Shoto. Anyway, we got group number 5 here as well. Gosu, Rose, DFM, Cease. DFM the clear favorite. They were top 3 last season, and I don't know if many of these teams could compete. Maybe Gosu could. I think they were 6th place last season, and they weren't too bad at all, to be honest, but we will see here who moves on. But yeah, the winner for each group, these are double elimination groups, by the way. Each winner will be moving on to top 8. So 5 of the top 8 teams will already be decided as of today. And then there will be a last chance qualifier on the 25th, which is, I believe, Friday, right? Today's Wednesday the 23rd, yeah. So Friday the 25th, there's going to be a last chance qualifier where I don't know how the format's going to look like. I think it's in game now, but I never got to take a look. But the last 3 teams are going to qualify that way. So that's how it is going to go. And I guess we have a little bit of time to take a look at that. So we may as well. But really quick, I want to say hello to everyone else in the chat who joined up. Got a button. Appreciate you showing up. Purple, Rob. What's up, Rob? Good to see you. And Mopar. Welcome to everyone today. I hope that you guys enjoy. I think we've got a good group on our hands. Anyway, let's go back in game because I am actually pretty curious what the last chance qualifier is going to look like. Oh, one more thing I forgot to say. All the matches today are going to be best of 5, I believe. So we're going to be seeing plenty of games, plenty of best of 5 sets, hopefully. We'll have a good set in our hands. Anyway, looks like this is just a one-day tournament, I believe. Main stage, 24 teams. So only 24 teams can sign up. 8 teams per group. So I think there's going to be 3 groups. It's going to be a single elimination bracket. Interesting. Single elimination bracket to determine the last 3 teams, and I'm guessing just the main winner team. Yeah, top 1 goes to the Blitz Masters Legends 1 finals. So only the winner for each of those 3 groups can move on. So it's only a single elimination tournament. You lose 1 set on the last chance and you're out. So this will be pretty interesting. I think this is how they did it in the past with the last chance tournament. I believe I streamed one before. It was a long time ago. Maybe it was even like Money Blaster all the way back then. It was a long time ago. But that's going to be pretty intense. So seeding is going to matter a lot, I think, in this group. Since there are only 3 groups, there's a very good chance that teams are going to be playing against other really good teams. So it absolutely is going to matter. So super excited to see how this one turns at the last chance qualifier. Will be spooky stuff, but that's how top 8 is going to be decided for this tournament. So yeah, 5 of the teams are going to move on, the winners from today's groups, and then whoever does not win today has a chance to fight on Friday. I don't know how the teams are going to be allowed to sign up for this tournament. If it's just the first 24 that sign up, if it's just the 24 out of today's 29 teams, like this tournament, 5 are moving on, which leaves 24 left. I don't know if it's just going to lock it to these 24 teams. No idea how it's going to work. So these teams are going to want to make sure that they sign up very quick. And yeah, good stuff. I'm excited. 346 voice, still pooky material. My voice isn't too bad. It's just if I start losing it a little bit, but hopefully it's okay. Mostly my sickness has just been like coughing and sneezing, just a little bit of a cold. My voice was really bad on Monday, but yesterday, today, it's been all right. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. So we have a couple minutes to spare. I'm glad that I started early because I definitely would not have been able to cover everything that I wanted to if I started at the normal time. Yeah, if you guys have any questions in the chat, I will make sure to be watching it occasionally. There is a 3-minute stream delay, so if you're asking questions as soon as I'm saying this out loud, I'm probably going to be busy by the time that, you know, you see this point of the stream and ask the question. But yeah, I will do my best. I will do my best. I always try to read chat in between matches when I can, but yeah, welcome Ken Elliott and Pickle's in here. As I said earlier, hello Pickle. Check Discord. I will be looking out for messages from Tommy as usual, but he's been doing pretty alright, so I'm not worried about him at all. So I think he will be doing fine. Okay, I have been pinged somewhere, and I know that Tommy is in the server. Oh, it's Beaver saying, hope your free cam works. I hope so too. They should work. I've never had an issue with it before. Or not recently, at least. And yeah, we should probably be getting our invite soon if we didn't already. Haven't been looking at the game. It is really weird having no like stream music on. It's definitely like a void that needs to be filled. I'll work on something, guys. I'll work on something. I used Stream Beats last time and I did get copyright striked, but I ended up looking into it a bit, and apparently there's an option on the website to pay $5 per month. I don't know how that works, if that means like if I don't pay the $5 then I will get these demonetization things, and if I pay the $5 then they won't go after me. That might be how it works, in which case I don't know, it's probably worth it. I'm probably making more than $5 from these streams, but I guess I don't really know for sure. But I have to look into it a little bit more. But I just want to make sure if I go no music, if I don't get copyrighted, then we're good. Last fall season was like that. Oh, with the last chance, I'd have to go back and look at all of my stuff. I've got all my previous season notes and stuff, so I will take a look at that real quick, actually. My Google Drive, Fall 23. I don't see anything for last fall for a last chance qualifier. I see... No, I don't. I see Winter 23, which I don't know. Was that a Money Blaster season? I did get my invite, by the way, so I do need to check that out. I should go to Blitz chatting for this. No, it's Blitzmaster's Winter. Fall 22? No, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Not a big deal, but they have done similar formats before. Anyway, I will get set up here. I forgot, I think I did specify which group we are watching. It is the Pincer Purple 70JJ. I think I did say that, yeah. But we are going to be starting off with Pincer versus Purple. I believe 7E has the highest seeding of this group since they are all rerolls. So they are doing that. They're being sneaky there. For comp, we've got Port Bay, Castilla, Black Goldville to start things off. So Port Bay, a map that I haven't seen in comp in a minute. I don't know if was it gone last season? I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe it's just hazy or something. No, we've seen Port Bay recently. Yeah, Port Bay, Castilla, and then if it goes to Tiebreaker, Black Goldville. Cool. All right. Let me just make sure the logos are good. Pincer, Purple, update icons, and should be good to go. Here we are. Here we are. I still have the title incorrect. I forgot to change the title, the tournament title. So let's fix that. We got Blitz Masters Legends 1 NA. Qualifiers Day 2. Look good? Hopefully that looks alright. That is what we are going to stick with. Nice. Anyway, quick story about Pincer. So I'm trying not, you don't want to be biased here in my commentary today because Pincer is a clan family of mine. I was in Pincer for like 3 years before moving to Apex, which is family clan. So the clans are affiliated still. Pincer is a family clan of mine. But the story is that we all left Pincer. Our clan lead actually passed away in real life about a year ago or so. And so we kind of left it at his resting place. We didn't want to kick him out of the clan because it was his home much longer than any of us, right? And so we didn't want to kick him out. But at the same time, we wanted to go full active mode. We didn't want to have any, unused or inactive accounts in the clan. So we just all shifted over to the, well, it was technically like feeder and comp clan, although it was kind of abandoned for comp purposes. So we all shifted to Apex and left Pincer. But the reason Pincer's coming back is because OG Pincer player TJF Blue making a return to competitive. You'll see him here in the T22 for Pincer on this first game here. He was interested in playing under the tag again, and I said, you know what, sure, this is your clan just as much as anyone else's here, so figured that we'd open it up to him and his team. So here we are, got the Pincer story. They are back. It's been several years since they've played under the clan, but I'm excited to see how it goes. On the other side, we got Purple, a team that has had many different teams over the years. The old Leverage team used to play out of Purple. They all get kicked out. They moved. Then there was the 7 Rats team that played out of Purple. Although really they were technically the Purple team and then moved to 7 Rats. But now they are playing under 7 Rats and stuff. And now this is another new team that's kind of going in with new leadership. Devil in a new dress, old Purple player. Some old Purple players on the team. I'm excited to see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and get started with Port Bay as our first map. While the intro's rolling, I'm going to grab a water bottle, clear my voice up, and let's get excited for this nice best of 5, starting with Port Bay. Game number 1 begins between Pincer and Purple, another best of 5 set here. Welcome everyone in the chat, hope you're good. Both teams are going pretty hard to see here. Double T22 versus double E50M is what's being played. Both Pincer players missing their opening shots. The T22 doesn't have the best gun handling. If they cross here, they're going to be taking some big hits. Qualifier does cross, and look at that. He is already down to 248 HP. Got tracked. An instant kill there on Qualifier by Pincer. They are now up a full tank, and in comes all of their MLEs. They've got 2 MLEs, 2 Chieftains, and a 2 and 5B, and they're probably just going to want to take this brawl straight to Purple. Purple's actually bringing renamed user all the way around. Could cause some problems for Pincer if they don't decide to go with the push here. Pincer, in the meantime, though, they are taking the corner here. James getting doubled up by TJ and Pharaoh. He's going to get pushed, activating his reactive, though. Renamed user getting spotted coming behind all of the Pincer players. They're going to need to do something here, push forward, get a kill on Devil in a new dress. Lencey's looking for it. Might not be able to find it, though. And Nath doing a good job at blocking, actually. Does block that shot. And renamed user is causing problems, flanking all the way around. But in the meantime, Pharaoh and TJ did pick up the kill on James. They are going to be getting all the way around the Purple team here. And things are definitely in their favor. Purple not able to yet get a kill. Renamed user should pick up Blue or Vauban. Actually shooting Vauban there, but not able to get the kill. But someone does pick up Blue. It's too late, though. It is a 5v2 scenario. Renamed user did come around and help sweep up a little bit in the rear, but wasn't quite enough. Pincer had already put enough work into the rest of the team, and Nath is soon to go down. And game one's going to go to Pincer there. I thought things were looking pretty good for Purple in the opening. They both hit their shots on that T22. That tank does have better gun handling on the move. T22's gun handling not the best, and so both of them missed their shots. However, Purple ended up crossing all the way over. Waffle got tracked in the open, and there was nothing he could do. That 2 and 5B from Pincer snuck that kill in there. Pew pew. Former Origin player, by the way. I believe he won at least 1 season with that team. I believe 1, maybe even 2. I know he definitely got at least 1. Got a lot of winning players, or former winning players, on the Pincer team here. I don't know if anyone from Purple has won a season. I don't believe so. But that is all good. People are concerned a little bit with the Pincer team in terms of rust. There are players that I shouldn't say haven't played in a while. TJ has been gone for a while, but he was prime back in the day. Pharaoh hasn't played in a while, but he was prime as well. I don't know if Derpy played last season. I think Ding Dong did. Actually, I think Pew, he did play for a team, but I don't think it was a top team, so I don't really remember. I don't know. But there are concerns that this team's going to be rusty, but if you just looked at the players and their accolades, definitely a lot of very strong players on this team. We're going to move on to game number 2. Port Bay, this time it is Purple with a North spawn. Looking at lineups here, we've got a Vickers Light for Purple, which I think is pretty interesting. 4 MLEs, a Kron and a 2 and 5B. I like the 2 and 5B pick. Having one to clean up is very nice. Pincer's doing the same, but they're rocking IS4s here. Only 1 MLE this time. They had 2 last game and only 1 now. 2 IS4s, 2 T22s, a 2 and 5B, and a Chieftain. So they believe in the Chieftain. I haven't seen many other teams that actually believed in the Chieftain, but they ran 2 last game. They're going to run another one this time around. I'm interested to see how it works. But Purple having all those MLEs and the Kron, definitely a heavier lineup overall. They do have the Vickers. I am curious to see why they use a Vickers instead of like a T100 LT. It's probably the gun depression, but I guess I'm not 100% sure. But let's see how both teams open up. I'm curious to see where the light goes. Maybe it's a self boost. I believe James has been practicing the self boost, but it doesn't look like he's going that way. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. And Purple's going towards A. Pincer is again just hard C push here. They've got all their super speeds. IS4s have it, and 2 and 5B has it. Oh, maybe a quick B cap here? Or maybe he is just going for a different path for the self boost. Oh, okay. I see. That's a path that... maybe that is the normal path. I guess I don't really know enough. So he does go for the self boost. He hits it. The practice has paid off. Spotting TJ, Pharaoh, and Blue. And Nath is over here with Purple to help out. I don't know if James is going to be able to get any resets without taking hits in return. He actually does get one. I believe he's getting HE'd. Oh, Lithium, and a Nath are both going for HE resets on Blue. James drops down. He's not in the boost spot anymore. I think Latency. I don't know if he was spotted, but he definitely could have caused some trouble there if he did get spotted. But Pincer's move might be to try to push Nath back. In the meantime, though, Purple does take the cap lead. They do have it. I believe it was Quaffle who stepped on that. James is all the way gone at this point, and Nath is going to try to want to run away, but Pincer is pretty far forward. They may be able to put in a few shots. Blue's going to try to sneak on in. Lithium's still on the side here, though. Going to try to sneak in shots of his own. But he's not the best covered. He's got renamed user here, but I don't think anyone else can rotate back very easily. I suppose Skeptic can. Devil in the new dress is going to take his time. And Nath can as well, but Pincer's pushing with 4 tanks here. Could be quick clears. They're focusing Lithium down pretty hard. And Purple still hasn't put in any damage yet. Skeptic and renamed user both missed their shots. Are they going for Blue here? I don't know who they're going for, but absolute nukes into Lithium, and Blue only has taken 1 shot of damage. Derpy only taken 1 shot of damage. And Pincer should be able to sweep up here. They've got 2 T-22s with pretty solid DPM. Purple's still got tanks out of the fight. James all the way back there. Nath is helping out with Derpy. I suppose they can 2v1 him. But in the meantime, they are losing a lot of their tanks. Devil in a new dress does go down. Renamed user, the next focus fire target. Then it's going to be Skeptic. And I think Purple might be struggling with this one as well. Yeah, they've got half the HP of Pincer at the moment. Quaffle does have his reactive. He's going to activate it now, but it's a little bit late for that, unfortunately. Only having 3 guns in the game. Not able to get a single kill here, most likely. They could pick off Blue, I suppose. It is Amarak's damaged. Yeah, Quaffle is going to look for him, but I don't know if they're going to be able to land any kills here, unless James decides to turn around right now, but unfortunately, I think this is going to be a 7-0 sweep here for game number 2, and Pincer looking pretty strong in the opening game. I was not sure how well they'd perform. They've got very strong players. I had not seen them play yet, so I wasn't sure how well they're meshing, but it seems like so far they are meshing quite well. And games 1 and 2, not a problem for them. I've heard reasonably good things about the Purple team, but at the moment it just seems Pincer seems to be handling them. But we'll move on to Castilla. Definitely possible that, you know, Purple just might not be a Port Bay style team. They might be a Castilla style team. Who knows? This game probably going to be a lot more slow paced, whereas Port Bay, both games did go pretty quick. Castilla tends to be, you know, called Camp Stilla for a good reason. It tends to be very slow gameplay on this map. We'll see how it goes for them. This time Purple is going to switch to a couple Chieftains, so Pincer has been running them for games 1 and 2. Not Purple, though, but they will now. That tank was recently changed in the latest Season 5 balancing. It now has Hash as gold ammo, as well as its cheap HE, so it's got 2 high explosive rounds. It doesn't have high pen ammo anymore. It has the Hash, which is pretty good. It also got an alpha damage buff, I believe, so it's going to be hitting pretty hard. No, it didn't have an alpha damage buff. It has tungsten now. The Chieftain has tungsten, so it's very hard. But those have been the changes in the Chieftain. We weren't sure how much we were going to see. It can be really good if you have like the side of an MLE or a Kronvon. Those tanks have really easy sides to pen with that Hash. The problem is if, you know, the MLE doesn't give you the side and you have to shoot them in the front, the Chieftain's definitely going to struggle against the MLE's frontal armor. So it's kind of a risk-reward type thing. Pincer's actually not running one. They are running 3 lights, though, 2 T100s and a Vickers. They might try to play this game quickly despite the fact that Castilla is normally campy. Let's do the intro and then we'll see how the game goes. And here we go with game number 3, potentially the final one. I did want to point out really quickly that the double Kronvons from Pincer, my guess was that they were going to roll up on C. Looks like they're actually not going to be doing that. That is like a pretty common theme with the map. Another common theme with the map is if you have a bunch of light tanks on the south spawn, you can go for a quick B cap, and it looks like that is exactly what Pincer's going to be trying. Can James go for the blind shot, though? He spots James. They both spot James. They're going to try to shoot at him. Pharaoh and Derpy both shoot at James, and they don't get spotted. That's really interesting. James was spotted before he even shot. But then Derpy and Pharaoh both shot and they were not spotted. That just shows how much good of a camo the T100 LT has. And one of those light tanks put in a hit, as well as Vauban putting in a hit, or maybe it was TJ, don't know. But James already bled out 700 of his HP. They weren't able to reset the B base, and now Pincer has the cap lead. Purple is probably going to try to take A here, but they are a little bit behind in the caps now. Pincer's going to rotate all the way hard to C. They are going to put one of their Kronvons up in the spot that I thought that they might go. Vauban here. TJ is going to be helping spot as well. James is all the way up top in the Vickers. Could light TJ here, could be lit by TJ, but there is the bush that favors James up there. Purple will finally step on A. Cap difference is already 400 at this point, though. Or sorry, over 100 at this point, which means that you need to get a kill. You need to get more than one kill just to equalize. Blue here in the sneaky Caliban of spot, as it's called, running the concept. A very nice low-profile tank with a good turret, so he should be really nicely dug in here. While Blue's holding all of them off, ooh, James gets spotted up top shooting. Doesn't get punished, though. He's going to be trying to look at Blue here. Blue trading with Devil in a new dress. Yeah, while all that was going on, Pincer did grab the C base, so they will maintain a 1 cap advantage, which is pretty interesting, actually. It's going to force Purple to make a move. Normally you expect a slow gameplay here, but Purple's not going to be able to afford it. They're not going to be able to afford playing slow. Sorry, I'm messing up my words today, guys. Blue does get pushed back off of the Caliban spot. James shooting from all the way up top. Schlatt, Devil in a new dress, all pressuring from 3 different angles, not allowing him to do anything from that position. He has to back up. Lithium, though, he's taken some big hits. Devil was bled out pretty well by Blue, and Pincer's looking really good here, guys. They're pretty healthy. Of course, both teams have the same amount of HP, but Pincer started with 3 light tanks, so they were at a huge deficit at the start. So they have equalized it. They have a cap lead now. Quaffle is spotted in the corner here and doesn't have any cover. Pharaoh's just going to poke out and go for a shot. He could get nuked here. Pharaoh could absolutely get nuked if he's not careful. He's going to take 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. Yeah, Pharaoh peeking out like that was a big risk. 1,600 damage. If Devil hit that shot, that's a kill there. And all of a sudden, Pincer's thrown away their advantage. Quaffle was actually hiding very nicely over there. And Derpy getting punished as well. Purple's just free farming from A. They're going to be able to retake B now as well. And now all of a sudden things are greatly in Purple's favor. If Pincer's able to get good punishes on Quaffle, that could help a lot. But Pincer doesn't have any more hit points to work with, unfortunately. Looks like Blue is being pushed by Schlatt here with Lithium and Renamed User to help out. And down goes Pharaoh. Yeah, bleeding all of his HP on game 3 up top. Quaffle's going to try to stop C now as the points reach almost 800 for Pincer, but down goes Blue, down goes Vauban off camera, and now it's a 7v4. Purple, who weren't looking too great, ending up being able to turn things around. Quaffle and Derpy do get traded for each other here, but it is a 6-on-3 scenario. There are some healthy tanks left alive on Pincer, but you're just not going to be able to do much against 6 guns still left in the game. Lithium able to stay alive. James, the light tank who was bled out at the start, is actually doing just fine. Pew's going to be able to put 1 shot in, but nothing else. Skeptic and Lithium should be able to clear him now. Lithium's down in the river, so he's not going to be able to do anything. But Luncy kind of getting 2v1 here by Renamed User and Schlatt. Was that an HE shot that Luncy just took? I'm not entirely sure. No, that was something from TJ, actually. TJ shooting him for 300 damage. Luncy might be able to pick up the kill. No, not in time. And Purple's actually able to bring this one back. Very impressed by that. Did a really good job at punishing Pharaoh for that peek. Really don't know what he was thinking going all the way up top. Like, you know where Purple's at. They're all set up at A. Very unfortunate play there by Pincer. Giving Purple a chance now. If Purple can just win on South Spawn, then we're going to be seeing a tiebreaker here. Could be very interesting. Welcome everyone in the chat. We got Floof, Slooge, Wowbow, Happy Beaver, what's up, TB Lat, Rob, Ripru, agreed. Subla, I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome. Lena, Economics, howdy y'all. And Spartan, and Techno. Good to have you all in here. Yeah, TJ up top. Unfortunately, those T100s not being very effective for Pincer outside of that initial capping of B, which was very nice and very sneaky, and they definitely had the drop on James for that, but unfortunately they were not able to convert it into anything useful after bleeding. But this time Pincer is the north spawn. Many people consider north to be the better one. There is counterplay from south, as you saw from the last game. South has the advantage when it comes to the B base, but in general, North has an advantage over the entire map. Better positions for dealing with A, better positions for dealing with C. The position that Qualifier was taking, hiding in that corner, really useful from the North spawn. There really isn't an equivalent on the South in the same manner, I guess. Like, there are rocks that you can hide behind, but it's not quite the same. Anyway, looking at lineups for Purple, we are seeing a T100. So they will have a light tank. Is he going to go for a fast B cap, though? You don't usually do it with just one tank. Not sure. Pincer, one T100, a Vickers, and a T22. So they drop a T100. They add a T22. They're keeping the concepts. Double Kron and a MLE. So similar lineup for them. Purple with 3 MLEs, a Kron, 2 Chieftains. So they are Chieftain believers on this map. And it worked out last game, so we'll see how it goes. What's up, Nessa? Welcome. And Fawad. Hello, hello. Let's get it, guys. Game number 4. Pincer Purple. Purple has a chance to equalize here, which would be very impressive considering how games 1 and 2 were complete sweeps. And game 3 was in Pincer's favor for, the first half of that game. So this would be a very impressive equalizer here and would give them a good chance. Black Goldville is the tiebreaker. A nice symmetrical map to end this set on if it does come to that. And I hope it does, because tiebreakers are always fun and they're always, very exciting. So let's see how the teams play here on Castilla. James is going for a spotting position over on C, similar to what TJ did last game. Maybe going up for that little perch right there. Yep, he is. I used that when I played comp all the way back in like 2016-17, and it's still effective in 2024. But no quick cap for Purple on the B base. How is Pincer going to take a cap? Are they just going to try to grab A with a T22? Probably not. No, he's going all the way up top. I couldn't really see it. Spotting lots of purple tanks, so that's really good information. Spotting 5 tanks. He does shoot. Gets himself spotted, but again, it's really good info if you are Pincer. Means that there is a chance you can take C. Pharaoh's all the way up there in his Vickers. And is there a self-boost up here? I don't know if Blue was trying to go for the self-boost. Maybe he did hit it and then drop down. I don't know. But either way, no bases are capped quite yet. It looks like Vauban is taking a shot all the way in C. Was that blind? I don't know. But no bases grabbed. Yeah, typically in the opening game, if there is a early base grab, it is B. And then C can be risky. Pharaoh's going to try for it here. Sitting in the front bush, James could just blind fire this bush. He's all the way back there. Does get spotted, though. Uh-oh, he might not want to peek again. Yeah, he realizes he's spotted. Okay, and that is going to allow Pincer to grab C. If he weren't spotted there, he probably would have been confident enough to put another shot in. But he did get spotted, so unfortunately for Purple, they are again down a base. And when you're on the south spawn, it's a lot harder to grab a base if you don't already have B. C can be easily covered by spotting from Pharaoh's position and Vauban, and then spotting your positions from all the way up top. Although, it doesn't look like Pincer has anyone up at one of these hills. Did Blue try again to go for the self-boost? I don't know. I need to pay more attention. If he's trying and failing the self-boost, that'd be good content. But I don't know, so I'm not going to accuse him of it if he's not actually doing it, because I'm not watching him. So I don't know if he's doing it or not. But south spawn, you can't really grab A at all. North spawn has very easy control of A. That's a clear favor for north spawn. And C is kind of like a stalemate. But now Pharaoh is going back to his spot up top, and this is a really good position to help get vision on this side as well. So both Blue and Pharaoh are actually going to be playing on the side of the map. Interesting. Both of their light tanks move over. Skeptic and Schlatt both getting spotted in the crossing here. TJ's got a nice position to spot them. And look at DJ. Ooh, DJ's got a sneaky little position to put shots into the side of Schlatt and Skeptic. Now he just has to be careful of getting pushed up top. It looks like Renamed User and Qualifier are going to be making their move here. And DJ's definitely an isolated tank, so this should be an easy pickup for Purple here. Also, Lithium and Devil in a New Dress are putting suppressing fire into Vauban, who is no longer able to do anything to support DJ. Now all of a sudden, Pincer are taking initiative here, but Skeptic driving maybe a little bit too far forward, getting himself completely full health nuked here. And DJ's still alive, by the way. Like, he's been able to kite himself all the way down into the river. If a purple tank drops down here other than James, he would just be completely wasted. So very smart play there by purple, bringing in their light tank down instead of a heavy tank. But now TJ is going to go for that 1v1 with James. And Luncey's going to keep renamed user back from the support. Imaginably, T22 wins this 1v1. It's got better armor and HP. Now, Luncey's going to drop as well. I don't know if I agree with that. Quaffle's actually going to be able to put a side shot to help out with DJ. Yeah, bringing a heavy tank all the way down into the river, I don't know if I agree with. Blue maybe would have been the better tank to do it, but I'm not sure. Things are close, though. It is a 4v4 scenario. Schlatt's in a bit of a 2v1 with Vauban, who's still been able to stay alive. He's reloaded his full clip at this point. Between him and Pharaoh, they should be able to get this kill here. Quaffle's stepping in B, but Devil in a New Dress and Lithium, what can they do up top here? I guess they're just looking for bleeds in Pharaoh and Vauban, but once those two tanks get unspotted, what do? I guess Quaffle has good spotting on them, but Luncey might try to pressure him out. No, Pharaoh and Vauban both get unlit. That's allowing Pharaoh to escape. He gets to stay alive here, and as long as he doesn't throw his tank away, that's a very big thorn in the side of purple. Lithium and Devil in a New Dress have to get themselves in the game here. 2 minutes left in the game. 700 caps for Pincer. And yeah, looks like Devil and Lithium are going to be making a play directly for Luncey, but Luncey's in a very sneaky position himself here. He's behind this little rock. Very interesting position that I've seen used a couple times, but never in this manner. And Blue's in a perfect crossfire position with Devil in a New Dress. Luncey can just push right forward and get this kill. Purple definitely overextended a little bit here. And Vauban sneaky position all the way back there to crossfire with Lithium. Amazing endgame positioning here from Pincer, and they are probably going to have a dub on our hands in just a minute here. Blue with the kill, amazing crossfire from him, keeping his hit points alive until the end, doesn't even need them at this point. And Quaffle, last tank left alive. DJ saying 34, what's up? Yeah, his crew is gone. He's got a dead loader, a dead commander. Oh my goodness. Look at all that crew dead on Quaffle, poor guy. He's got nothing left, unfortunately, but really good effort from Purple. They did a very nice job winning that game 4, and also had an okay start here for this, they had a good win on game 3, good start for game 4, but we're not able to stop that C base, and then we're able to bring things back from that. So Pincer takes it 3-1, but very entertaining set overall. There were some interesting moments. Pharaoh on top 3.7, redeeming that game 3 bleed. Very nicely done. Yeah, I think the main issue from Purple was those tanks up top, Devil in a New Dress and whoever was next to him, I think it was Lithium, the double chieftain. They were putting in good suppressing fire when they could. Of course, they did like near the top of damage, but they were so far away from the fight in the end game that it was just very difficult for themselves to do anything. And then of course they overextended. That's the nice thing about having light tanks in the end game, is you can position yourselves a lot more flexibly. But yeah, that was very nice. Good stuff from Pincer. With that, guys, we're going to be doing our first giveaway ever in the YouTube chat. I had previously been doing our Battle Pass giveaways on Twitch chat, but YouTube is my bigger platform right now. 66 viewers on YouTube, 22 on Twitch, 3 times difference. That's absolutely massive. So we're going to be doing our giveaway on YouTube today. I've never done this before, though, so hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, I'll just re-roll them in my Discord later tonight. Or tomorrow, I guess, doesn't really matter. So make sure to join the Discord. We also do have a live giveaway in the Discord right now for fan containers. So if you want to win 2 fan containers, I'm going to be picking two winners to each win 2 containers. So yeah. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and try this giveaway out. It may work, it may not, but we're going to do our best, guys. So we're doing a keyword giveaway. I'm allowing anyone to enter. And the keyword is going to be Pincer, because Pincer won, Pincer. And I don't know if you can read it very well, case insensitive, so doesn't matter if you type it with caps or lowercase or whatever. Just type in the word Pincer into the YouTube chat, and I'm going to draw a Battle Pass winner for one random user. So yeah. While that's going on, make sure you guys type Pincer in the YouTube chat. we're going to go ahead and play some games, see if we have any replay redeems. If so, then we're going to rock those first. I don't see any. In which case we can play. I just need to check when the next set begins. So if we go to our tournament chart, presumably we're going to be watching Pincer. Looks like JJ, did they beat 7E? That's an upset. In my eyes, at least. I thought 7E was one of the contenders to win this group, but JJ 3-0s them. JJ, I was not familiar with your game. In the opening, I was like, I don't see JJ winning this group. I think it's going to be between the other 3 teams. I was not familiar with the game, JJ. That's on me. That's my bad. They 3-0'd 7E. Don't know what happened there. Maybe 7E didn't have all their players. Although me assuming that is just putting more disrespect on JJ's name. JJ, you deserve the win. I'm proud of you. They're going to be playing Pincer in the winner's side. What's up, Sneaky? How you doing? AK, Sinbrin, Honey Short Films, McJim. Excuse me. So the set begins at 9:50. Moderators, I'll put this in the chat as well, or in the mod talk. 9:50 JJV Pincer. Cool. Looks like Draconic had to drop, so it's Pickle. Uh-oh, have fun, Pickle. Alright. Cool, yeah, we can just play some games, I guess. There's Big Boss out, which I'm very happy about, because I really like playing Big Boss. I think it's a lot less fun solo. I think it's more fun in a platoon, but we will be playing some Big Boss. I think it's an enjoyable mode. We got a game. Can we get Boss on stream? Not this game. It's alright. Sometimes I prefer not being the boss because it can be fun, like using Catalyst or Bomber on someone. Even Graviton can be fun, although that's way better in a platoon than solo. I think solo it's not that useful. But getting like Bomber or Catalyst in the MLE is super good. I've always been an MLE user in Big Boss for like a year now. It's actually like it was an unknown tank at the time to be used in Big Boss, because what you guys may or may not know about Big Boss is that a lot of the abilities scale based on a tank's maximum HP, which is really interesting. For example, if you're a bomber, the amount of damage your bomb deals is based on some percentage of your max HP. If you're a catalyst, the amount that each damage tick does is proportional to your max HP, which is a really interesting stat that most people probably didn't know. And another one is healing. When you do the heal ability, not when you shoot someone, because that's proportional to your alpha damage, but when you use your ability, like the area of effect heal, those ticks are proportional to your max HP. So it's all really interesting stuff. So that's 3 out of the 4 like non-boss abilities that are affected by max HP. So one of the important things to consider if you are playing this game mode is, what's my max HP? You know, if you're playing a medium, you're not going to have very high HP in general, so it doesn't really matter too much. But if you are, you know, in a heavy tank, max HP is something you want to consider. And obviously when people look for max HP, the number one thing you think of is the mouse, right? So, oh, I'm just going to play the mouse. Problem with the mouse is it's, oh, very well played. It's very slow, right? So you are going to have like some drawbacks if you play it. The nice thing about the MLE is it's got one of the highest HPs in the game, and it's also relatively mobile. Given its HP, it's probably got the best like mix of HP and mobility. So for about a year now, this has been like the main tank that I've used in this mode. Now, of course, this tank got like some pretty big buffs, and so everyone knows how good of a tank it is. So it doesn't really, you know, mean as much, but still, it's still a good tank, and I'm still gonna keep using it. Anyway, let's see if we can save our boss here. That'd be nice. I know I'm gonna die here momentarily, but if I can at least save my boss for a little bit longer, it would be good. Let me make sure. So people are typing Pincer. Is it working? Guys, I don't think the giveaway works. Oh no. I feel bad, guys, but it's not showing any eligible users. Okay, I'll show you guys what I mean after this. When I die or something. Which will be soon. It'll be probably right about now. Yeah. So, okay, I get bomber. Okay, that's pretty good. So when I open the thing here, sorry, go to my screen. Normally, it shows eligible users here. But it doesn't seem to be working at all. Something's broken. I'm sorry, guys. The giveaway did not work. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I just have to leave the tab open. So I'll just, like, I don't know. I'll move it to, like, a second monitor. So, guys, try typing in Pincer again. We'll see if it works now. But if it doesn't work, we're going to have to, unfortunately, do this on the Discord instead. So, sorry, guys. We'll give it our shot, but this is my first time doing a YouTube giveaway, so wasn't sure if it was going to work, and it seems like it might not be. So, my apologies. We'll give it our best shot. Anyway, their boss is here. I can probably do a boss chain or a bomb chain if I can group these three together. Not yet lit, actually, which is pretty interesting. I am going to be now, of course. So let's activate this. Try to not take too much damage, but unfortunately we're getting graph pulled, so we are kind of screwed. And I just game wrecked. Okay. Was not able to bomb them at all. Yeah, keep typing in Pincer, but it might not work. PNCR. Yeah, very unfortunate. Their boss is actually in a very good position right now, which is kind of unfortunate. This guy, again, somehow he got his ability back already. He hit me with it on my previous life, and now he just hit me with it again. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're camping. Cringe. Whatever. Not the best game. I'm more annoyed that the giveaway is not working. And we're healer. Rip. Sorry. Normally my games are a little bit better than this, but clearly I'm distracted by how this isn't working. Yeah, so they have 2 tanks that are just allowed to camp here for free, and this Yag's doing nothing about them. 3 tanks camping here. Very cool. I will have to do something about it, which is unfortunate because I'm a healer. So it shouldn't have to be me, but unfortunately it is me. I think I got completely clowned on. I'm not going to use my healing ability if the Kron shoots me. I'm just going to use it if I get poisoned. Okay, I think we killed their boss. That's good. Let's help out with the Kron. Okay, and he poisons me. Ooh, their bosses come in this side. That's pretty interesting. It's very interesting. That's good because it means less pressure on our boss. It means he's more likely to survive this. That guy tried to launch me. Good meme. Why is RM60 sitting in front of these guys? And this guy got his ability back. That's bad. Just gonna try to kite this guy as much as I can. I don't think the rest of my team's gonna help though, unfortunate. Just gonna use his ability. Use this. And continue to kite. This is going perfectly. This Yag is just completely wasting his life. Unfortunately, I am going to bleed a lot for that. But I've managed to make this Yag completely useless. And whoever grabbed that was perfect, actually, in bringing that 62-8 to me. People are typing it in again. Yeah, it's not working, guys. I'm sorry. This guy will kill me eventually. But, yeah, my engine's gone. Just one kill actually wins us the game. Whoever grabbed that spot. That wasn't very useful. I mean, I probably shouldn't have peeked on the first place. Wait, our boss died! If I just survived there, we would win. We lost that game. Yikes. Our boss died. Damn. Unfortunate. If I just survived that, we would have probably won. Oh well. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Just looking at my screen here. Normally, there is a list of eligible users. And it's just not showing. Even though I can clearly see you all typing Pincer. I'm just going to try. If I click roll it, what happens? There are no eligible users. This is clearly not working. I'm sorry. We are not going to be doing any YouTube chat giveaways today. Instead, I was supposed to give away 2 battle passes in the stream. We will give 2 of them away in the Discord. So really quickly, I'm going to get that set up right now. So go ahead and join the Discord. It's in the YouTube description. And it is also on Twitch if you do !Discord. I will, let's see. / giveaway create. Channel giveaway. Winners 2, duration. Let's make this one only 2 hours. Only people in the stream can get it. Alright. And it's live. Okay. So if you guys want to get some fan containers or battle passes, or both, honestly, go join my Discord. I'm not going to stream my Discord itself, but I will also really quickly post the link in the chats for both. So yeah. Sorry guys, unfortunately not working on YouTube giveaway. But yeah, check out the giveaway channel, and we're going to be doing those there. 2 battle pass, and if you join, they will roll at the end of the stream, around then. What time do they end? They end around 11:30 Eastern. Yeah, 2 hours from now. So yeah, free battle pass. You can specify you want it to be November or October. Although I don't know if it's worth doing October at this point, because October is almost over, and I don't know when they're giving them out. So I would recommend going for a November pass. But if you really do want October, I can try and get that accelerated for you. But yeah, again, sorry to everyone who tried to enter on YouTube, but it's just not working. Also, TJ, this makes me so happy Pincer alive again in comp. Hell yeah, TJ. Hey man, it's not over yet, right? It's just begun. But you're off to a great start. That was a nice set. You know that the Mausoleum has almost 300 damage of Catalyst Tick. I am very well aware. The mouse does have good damage tick. The problem is, if you get all of that HP, you are sacrificing a ton of mobility. And if you're in the MLE for only 10% less HP, therefore 10% less tick, you are gaining like double your mobility. So like, you get 90% of the capability of the mouse in terms of its HP pool, but you get like 200% the mobility. So it's absolutely no-brainer, in my opinion. Can you troll this guy? Can you pull him up here like this? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Oh, there are 200s back there. Make my life annoying. We will use our reactive. And unfortunately, because we had to look out for him, that means that their boss made it all the way over there. Which is unfortunate. But their boss is getting absolutely touched. My gun's broken. This is very good. Their boss clearly does not know what they're doing at all. Unfortunate for them. Yeah, I will always maintain that the MLE is better than the mouse for this mode. Easily. Not even close. Alright. Unfortunately, gun's broken for another 15 seconds, but there's not too much going on at this time. But we might have been able to hit that shot if it weren't. Okay. Their boss is back here. I think I'm just going to keep trolling him. Messing around with their boss is like the best thing you can do. See if you can pull that T100 LT. No, he wasn't close enough. This is sad. Despite the fact that we got that early kill on their boss, we're only up by 3. I would want it to be at least 5. Can we sneak this in? That'd be filthy. Okay. Oh no, our boss is just killing himself. Never mind. Unfortunate. And I couldn't grab their boss very well. Yeah, we're not going to be winning this in just a bit. Yeah. Our team is all over on the other side of the map for some reason. I need to back out if I want to keep this ability. Which, do I really want to keep it? Yeah, I think so. It's just fun to troll. But also it's pretty effective for that reason. Yeah, for some reason my team is all on the other side of the map. Not helping our boss, not dealing with theirs. And we have a 907 just throwing away his life going alone for it. Why? I don't know. Like, what are you going to do as a healer against that? Nothing. You may as well just play with their boss at this point. Let's just troll this guy. Yeah, I think this is the right play. No, our boss is going back to theirs. Okay. Fine. Try the best replay. I'll play his replay. I'll play his replay. I might not have time to do it right now. You redeemed it 13 minutes ago. Oh my goodness. My fault, my fault. I didn't know you did it 13 minutes ago. That's on me. Yeah, we lose this game. No one on our team wants to help their boss. I tried to and I got immediately killed. Unfortunate games on today's stream. Normally I have much more success with this mode, but not today. It's still winnable, but this is not a very pretty game. It is bad. Yeah, their entire team's grouping up on our boss, and our team is just jerking off. Very unfortunate. And this guy he has a bomb ready. And yeah, their team's smart. They're tunneling the healer. Which is exactly what they should be doing. But unfortunately, my team, again, they're still just, I don't even know what they're doing. Unfortunate. Going into next hit now, can't watch. I'll stream it at the end, Trath. I got you, don't worry. I won't forget. I won't forget. That's my bad, though. I'm just... the difficulties in the giveaway had distracted me. Let's get this kill. Or miss it. Please don't kill me. No way the Amarak kills me. If he Amaraked me with that, I was going to lose my mind. We're about to lose our boss. Just pulling this guy away from our boss, but I missed the kill anyway. Okay. Yeah, we lose. Our team is still not helping the boss. 7 minutes into the game. Yeah. Happens. Happens. Plus I realized I was in the windowed mode instead of the full screen. That's funny. Oh well. No one wanted to help the team. Unfortunately, I only had healer and grav, so I couldn't really do any damage. I did have, I think, Catalyst 1 life, but I died instantly for it as soon as I crossed, so rip. Anyway, we're getting our next invite. So let's go ahead and get that all set up. Okay. Alright, and it's JJ Pincer. Maps are going to be Yukon, Port Bay, Hellas. Interesting. Yukon and Port Bay. So, again, we're seeing Port Bay. You've seen that map for the second time now. Okay, cool. Extra in the maps is really good counting against Graviton. Emily is far better. Emily is far, far better for a big boss. Just the unfortunate thing, which I showcased in that game, is that very team dependent, right? Big boss is the most team dependent mode by far, because you're relying on a boss who is 6 out of 7 times not you. That's just how it is. Anyway, Are the logos correct? Let's see, are we? Good, yeah, we got JJ and Pincer. Yo, we got the $10 chat, super chat. Liquid Oops, thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate it. That's my first super chat. I appreciate it. Will we see you playing with Pincer Cobb in the Mixed Controls tournament? I mean, I gotta stream it, so someone's gotta stream, right? It's gotta be me, and if I'm streaming it, can't play it. Would be fun, but unlikely, because I have to stream. And also, I don't know if I'd be able to make the team over any of the players that are on it. I guess I'm not really sure. But, yeah, unfortunately, probably not. But that's because I like covering the stream. Also, I realized I've got the arena competition logo on for the stream as well. I gotta fix that. Turning icon. Let me edit that. Why is it arena competition, bro? I always forget to change things up. Very awkward. There you go. Better. Alright, guys. Start of the stream's been a little bit messy, but we'll get it figured out. What's up, Voller, Takafusa, Immortal, Jim? You guys are good. Jonah. Oh. What's up, Pew? How's it going? You discriminated for that Rust. Very nice. And Carlos, hello, hello. But yeah, Luke, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's focus on the set now. Pincer versus JJ. Again, JJ I did not expect to 3-0 70. I thought 70 was very strong after their leaderboard position, but it seems that they got handled. So let's see how JJ performs here. Yukon the first map. This one was gone last season, so it's just making its return. Typically was one of the heavier maps, and we are indeed seeing that in the lineup here from Pincer. At least they're rocking a mouse, which is not a tank that we've been seeing too much in competitive. But the mouse is coming out here with 2 MLEs, 2 50Ms, Concept, and a 95E6. So Pincer seems to believe in the mobility. They used a lot of mobility in the previous set. They're going to continue the same. JJ is equal, though, with their 50M usage. They've got double MLEs as well, but rather than the Concept 95E6 mouse, they've got 2 and 5B IS4 Kron. Those are the main differences between these two teams. And yes. Anyway, we can go ahead and roll the intro in just a sec here. I have to step away for 1 sec just to let my dog out, but let's go ahead and roll the intro, and I will be right back. Alright, and I made it back just in time, but it looks like the game hasn't started yet, so we're good. And here we go. Game 1. Situated here. Okay. Yukon, map we haven't seen in a minute. Although, I mean, I guess we saw it in the arena competition, but I mean, like, in terms of season, it's been gone for a few months. Both teams are hard committing their 50Ms into the corner. Interesting here. Pharaoh getting double tapped, triple tapped actually. Nice shot by a Blue Beetle. He's already down to 900 HP. If you're a JJ, you have to push that. You have to push that. Although I guess not. Pincer is already here with backup, right? So you don't want to be too facetious. So never mind. Forget my, you know, instinct there to just be like, oh, he's on 900, we YOLO that. The rest of JJ is not ready to do that. So definitely not. Pincer, though, they seem to want to be aggressive here. Look at Blue driving all the way in the middle. Gonna find GLaDOS and Darkest Savage in just a second here. Verstappen and Towitz have been getting bled a little bit on the side. And Pincer have committed 4 tanks to the corner. They're gonna go for it here. TJ rocking a reactive, and in comes Pew from behind. They're gonna pinch these 2 50Ms with the nice little pincer maneuver. Haha, get it. And we'll have no problems getting those kills right there. Pharaoh still healthy. It's actually Pew that's the focus target here for JJ. Danny driving all the way down, and Blue's trying to do his best to annoy those MLEs. 5v6 right now. Those 50Ms do get picked, but so does Pew. Hit points are pretty even, but again, gun advantage Pincer is going to be really nice right now. However, that 2 and 5B for JJ can clean up really nicely, and that Kronvon does have a nice triple shot clip that they can easily put into Danny here. Can Danny get the kill in Biken, though? Doesn't look like it. TJ will pick up his own kill, though. And all of the JJ tanks here are kind of like grouped up into this little dip, and Pincer are completely surrounding them. So even though JJ were fine on the HP, just the positioning that Pincer has, with Vaughn and TJ on one side, Pharaoh all the way in the back, and then Blue Lency on the other side, JJ's not going to be able to get through this. Definitely not. That focus fire from Pincer, very nice in the end game there. Positioning was elite. And even though Pincer bled a little bit in the opening game there, this game, in the end, was in their favor. And we are going to be seeing Pincer take game 1 here. They're just looking for one more kill there before going down. Before going down, it doesn't find it. As I'm messing up my words a lot today. Blame it on the sickness. I am not feeling well. Oh well. Game 1. Pincer. No problem. I am noticing, though, like in the early game, Pincer tends to be like not hitting those on the move shots. Like the very first game on Port Bay. Like, yes, they eventually got the nuke on the 50M for crossing. But like, when both teams went for the corner, it was Purple that hit those shots. In this game, it was JJ that hit their shots. So Pincer needs to start hitting their opening shots here. Anyway, we'll move on to game 2. Also, chat from Floof. JJ did well. We had no coordination tonight. This is a message from 7E player. 7E had no coordination tonight, and our vibe was dead. Team had an argument, and VCA collabs. Hey man, well, I hope that you work it out for the other set, or the second set, although that's probably done by now. It was Purple versus 7E. I guess I don't know how that went. I'm not going to look at it right now. We can look at it later. Because I do want to check out how all the other groups are doing. But, yeah, we'll get that later. In the meantime, looking at lineups, we're actually seeing no mobility from Pincer. As soon as I was just talking about how much they like to use it in all of their lineups, none this time around. They're going very heavy. Presumably, this means it's an AB strat with, you know, mouse, MLEs, 2 and 5Bs and a nice 4. JJ are going to keep the double 50M. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have to commit D. They might not do that. But they definitely have the advantage on that side if they choose to go there. But could definitely be an AB play, right? Who knows? They could try to yellow those 50Ms and the IS-4 into the A corner. We'll see. But for Pincer, there's no doubt in my mind that they're not going directly D. They could do some crazy like C wraparound, I suppose, but they're definitely not going D with that lineup. And as soon as the game loads in, JJ's going to see, and they're probably going to understand that. The 248 guy isn't great. He could probably take his spot. I am curious to know who this is saying that. That's pretty funny, though. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment. What's up, Butter? Bluetooth right from Pincer is really good, though. True, Pew, true. You know who else is really good from Pincer? That 2 and 5B player, Pew Pew Double Pew. He's pretty good, too. Cough, cough. Looks like both teams end up going AB, so yeah, I thought maybe JJ could do this, you know, send those 50Ms into A corner. They are going to do that. Pincer's sending the 2 and 5Bs, though. I don't know if they want those tanks to be bleeding out a lot, and in fact, they're just going to be looking at getting nukes on the crossing here. And Rep Kitten, ooh, tracked. I think he already fixed his track once. I think he's dead to Danny here. Yeah, he is. The risk of running only one repair cut in the 50M. You get tracked more than once, you're dead. And now Biken's overexposed. And Pincer's just going to push right on through here. They've got double MLEs on one side, Lindsay, Pew, TJ on the other. TJ is actually getting bled out a good amount himself, as is Pew. And Pew may actually not do too well in this 1v1 in the corner. But overall, Pincer's looking good. They get another kill, Darkest Savage going down 7v4. These 2 and 5Bs don't really matter too much. GLaDOS is about to get focused out very nicely. Pincer's focus fire has been very good these past couple games. Blue's looking to get this kill, or Vauban. Because Towitz is doing some good HP sharing, and yeah, so Vauban gets the kill. Blue just puts a shot into Towitz. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I have no clue, but that's just my guess. Anyway, 7v2. Somehow, Pew and TJ are both still alive on 100, 200 HP each. Lindsay's just going to help clean up here and keep those guys alive. And Blue Beetle's not going to be able to get a kill. That's a 7-0 in game number 2. Great HP sharing in the A corner, which I wasn't really looking at too much. It was kind of the other brawl that I was staring at, but Pincer cleaning up nicely in game 2. Man. I was hoping this group was going to be a lot more competitive, but it seems like Pincer is handling better than I thought they would, which is, I'm not complaining at all. As the leader of the clan that's affiliated with them, you know, I'm happy. But at the same time, I thought the other teams would be doing better today. But it seems like, unfortunately, yeah, Rep Kitten having an unfortunate, you know, permatrack situation, and he gets thumbs down. I am very interested to know who thumbs downed him if it was one of his teammates. Also, he's the only one not wearing the avatar that JJ's using, so that's probably his fault. Verstappen's not using the animated one, but he can be forgiven for at least trying. Rep Kitten's not even trying at all. Shameful, shameful. We'll move on to game 3, Port Bay. Which map we've already seen once. Pincer is warmed up on the map. They may even just use the same lineup entirely. They are running from the north spawn. I believe this is the spawn they're in double T22 into the C corner. They may do the same thing. Pharaoh's run up in his. TJ's probably switch into his own. And... no, 50M. Okay. 50M to corner as well. Cool. Well, it's cool to see that at least Pincer has multiple strats for this map. Or maybe it's the same strat, just changing their tank slightly to make it seem so. But the 4-2-2 makes me think otherwise. JJ's got a T22 of their own. 2 of them, Verstappen and Towitz. 2 MLEs, and IS4, 2 and 5B Kron. I like the 2 and 5B as like a cleanup tank on these lineups. We saw Origin run one in the past. Was that Origin? There was a team that was running a 2 and 5B just as a cleanup tank. I think it was Origin. But it was looking pretty good. Anyway, I forgot to introduce Port Bay. Let's do that. Sorry. Alright, and potentially the last game of the set, unless JJ is able to equalize here. They are sending double med to the corner. Pincer's sending triple med though, 50 MT22s. 4-2 is gone, so that was just a meme. But they are rocking 3 tanks into the corner. And Verstappen getting blowed out a little bit in the early game, as well as Pew, who crosses, taking a big hit there from GLaDOS, but the rest of the Pincer tanks are just pushing right on into the middle here. TJ and Pharaoh aren't really being pressured at all, so they're able to just put in these shots from the side, whereas the T-22s from JJ are looking into the corner. However, there's a 5-4 tank advantage here in the C area, and that's going to allow JJ to get some big pressure initially into blue here. So Pincer's going to need to make moves with their mediums here. They're going to go for Tavitz and Verstappen, but it's actually going to be Blue 248 who gets picked off first. Danny's pretty low, getting traded there for GLaDOS, and Pharaoh actually getting blowed up pretty heavily. JJ's actually looking just fine in this game. They're up by about 500 HP at the moment, 1,000. Derpy's going to continue putting shots into Verstappen. Does get picked off. Tavitz is going to have to help. Pharaoh farming in the corner as Pew gets the kill on Tavitz, traded for Derpy. So it is back to a 4v4. Pincer has the corner. Their heavy tanks are pretty much all gone. It's just Vauban at this point. Bike and Blue Beetle, Nugget, Darkest Savage, they are going to push onto him. That does mean Pincer gets the crossfire onto them. No, actually, looks like Biken was looking all the way there for Pew double Pew instead of just going for the focus on Vauban. And TJ will get the pick on Nugget at this point. Vauban will get picked in a minute, but not before Biken goes down as well. Looks like JJ was just off with the focus fire. Yeah, this whole time Blue Beetle's looking the other way instead of focusing on the one tank that they have to kill at the first start. And unfortunately, that means that JJ is kind of getting completely bled out here. They managed to get one kill, but there's still 3 tanks left. All the mediums left alive in the end game, which do allow Pincer to take it. 3-0 there. Things were looking very good for JJ at the start. They had very good initiative getting the first pick, but those mediums, being able to win that C corner, having those medium DPM guns in the game, very useful in the end game. Also the ability to position yourself. And yeah, Pincer does clutch that one up, despite having an unfortunate start there. Pharaoh on top, 4k damage. He is really redeeming himself from the Castilla game. And yeah, GG's. I will say, though, no zeros on JJ this time. They're all running the correct avatar. W. This is not going unnoticed. I'm very proud of that. So good stuff, JJ. And we're about to see JJ presumably versus Purple, because it sounds like, from the language of the 70 member in the chat, they are done for the night. But we'll take a look. Anyway, I did get my invite, but really quickly, I would like to pull up the website. So let me do that real quick. Da-da-da. Sorry, dealing with YouTube chat. And waiting for the website to load, as it's taken forever. Come on. Come on. It is actually taking forever. Okay, here we are. Alright, so first group looks like Joker overhated 7 Ice over GG. 7 Ice and GG about to play Joker in the grand finals, no surprise. Group 2, these guys are still fighting, pretty interesting. MM over Nexo. So right now, Hated's out, Nexo's out, Metro is out, Evany Ponda's still fighting. 70 is out. They got destroyed today. 3-0, 3-0. I am sorry, man. That is unfortunate. And then group 5, it is Rose that is out. So it's goes to DFM. Not surprising. Season lower bracket. So that is how the rest of the groups are going. So at the moment, Pincer, Joker are in grand finals. And other than that, it is all up in the air. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set up the room real quick. Purple on the left, JJ on the right. Okay. This could be an interesting set. This could be an interesting set because JJ and Purple both handled 70 pretty nicely, so we don't know how well these teams will do against each other. Oh. Windows is mad at me. But here we are, Purple JJ. And Hellas is going to be the first map. I didn't check all the maps, so I guess we're going to get surprised by them. Maybe we're going to see another Port Bay this set. But double 50M for purple, so they're rocking the double 50M. JJ potentially with 3. Oh, really interesting on Hellas here. Potentially a C corner, just hard take. Could be some crazy river rush strat with those tanks. Very curious, but double IS4 to anchor. The tank is being used quite a bit for its nice armor and speed boost combo. Reading the chat. Busy editing, didn't know stream started. What's up, Utah? Welcome. Our British tank's back. The 2 and 5B's got a really nice gun for cleaning up, and the Chieftain has tungsten and hash. So, they're good. Too late for a free battle pass. So Calvin, we weren't able to get the giveaways working on YouTube, but if you join my Discord, we're doing the battle pass giveaways there instead. So check out the giveaway channel, and you can find the battle pass giveaway there as well as the fan container giveaway there. So go ahead and join the Discord. Anyway, looks like renamed user moving around for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. Both teams are... Okay, so a bunch of purple people can do it. I want to look at the lineups, but they're not letting me do that, unfortunately. Okay, things have settled down. We've got MLEs on both teams. No, things have not settled down. Whatever. We will wait. This team does not want to let me look at their lineup at all. Yeah, 2 and 5B Chieftain. No British heavies on JJ's side. Pretty interesting. We've been seeing at least one for most of these games there. Or TJ full HP. Someone save himself with HP. Interesting. Yeah, nice meme. Sounds like we have a TJ header in the chat. Anyway, here is Hollis. And here we go. Third set of the day, purple versus JJ. Winner moves on to play Pincer in the Grands for a spot in top 8. Loser is eliminated. We'll have another chance in the last chance qualifier on Friday night. HP advantage on 4v4 players through. Happens, man. Focus fire, something to practice. Anyway, JJ with the early B cap here. Purple goes for C. I'm very surprised that we didn't see a C push with 350Ms, but we didn't. They're all actually in the back for JJ, which is kind of interesting. Maybe they were expecting to have a fight at C and then the 50Ms would just crash behind and kind of clean up, which would be something unexpected, but they're actually going to be wrapping right around, going straight for renamed user here, which is pretty interesting. He's going to have no problems kiting, though, so actually allowing Purple to get in some bleeds into Verstappen and Tavitz. And now Purple's going to be trying to surround over on the B base here. Got Quaffle and Nath, Lithium taking good positions, with Blue, Devil, and Skeptic all going to crash in on Bike in here, who's in trouble. JJ does have support, though, so won't be perilous quite yet. It looks like Lithium actually getting bled pretty heavily here. Tavitz is going to counter push directly into Quaffle, but there's nothing he can do, right? He's already pretty low on HP. Not particularly useful play there. Tanks will be traded for each team. It looks like we are seeing the 2v1 against renamed user all the way over here. Somehow Purple did let Verstappen and Blue Beetle... Is that Blue Beetle? I couldn't read that. Blue Bleedle. They crossed over without taking much damage, so they were able to clean up over there. But Purple is still doing just fine in the main brawl. They've got 4 tanks all on Darkest Savage and GLaDOS at the moment. In the 50M still haven't rejoined the fight. Blue Bleedle and Verstappen just getting in there now. They do have a decent crossfire, but is it going to be enough? Nice ram kill on 322 Blue. It's a 4v4 at the moment, so it's not completely all done yet. Verstappen actually does have a nice 1v1 against Quaffle. That could be quite nice, but they lose Darkest Savage, so it will still be a 3v3. And Quaffle is doing his best to survive. Meanwhile, GLaDOS has to hold off this 2v1 while Devil tries to help out over there. Yeah, so 3v3 right now. Blue Bleedle is going to go around, jumping around a Nath there, who's going to be the main focus fire. So good focus fire from JJ. They're cleaning it up better this time. So 3v2 actually advantage for them, and it's 930 cap points for JJ as well. Just notice this. Purple's going to try to stop the B base. Verstappen's just going to run. If you're Verstappen, you just have to hide from Devil in a new dress. So 2v2. Does Devil get the kill? He's looking for it. All Verstappen has to do is survive here. 960 points. And Devil misses. Now just Verstappen hides. Blue Bleedle has to survive a little bit longer. And JJ, despite having less than a third of the HP of Purple, win it on Cap. Purple is looking really good in the brawl, but unfortunately, the desperation of dealing with Cap forced their hand. And JJ picks up game 1. Very nice. I gotta say it, not familiar with the game, JJ, but I won't make that same mistake twice. They looked very good at game 1. Of course, the brawl didn't necessarily go their way in the center, but those 50Ms that went around to chase renamed user get brought back into the fight and end up being able to survive just long enough for the win there. Purple went fully in for the brawl, but didn't have mobile tanks surviving in the end game to deal with the Cap. Good stuff. Game 2, Purple's not making that mistake again. They're rigging an extra 50M this time. 3 MLEs and a 2 and 5B to clean up again. Hopefully this time they'll protect him a little bit better. JJ keeping their own triple E50M, but they're adding a Ho-Ri to the mix. First time we've seen one tonight. Not the first time we've seen one this season. In the arena competition we saw a few. But in terms of this tournament specifically, yes, the first time we're seeing one on the stream. What's up, Fallen? How you doing? Black Label, hello, hello. YouTube and Twitch open. Yo, getting 2 views from this man. That is goated. Yeah, we'll see how game 2 goes. This could be like a double C push from both teams, or JJ's gonna do the same thing where they don't even send their 50Ms to C. But if you do the same thing twice with the same lineup, could be kind of surprising. You know, could be predictable. But we'll see what the decision is, I suppose, in a few seconds here. But curious to see how that TD gets used. It's probably just going to go like red line sector 2, but I guess I don't really know. We'll find out. Message in the chat. Purple is a cheating clan. Play with multiple accounts in one server. Having multiple accounts isn't illegal. Playing in the tournament on multiple accounts and multiple clans is. And so if you believe that's the case, you can report it. But I have no knowledge on that, if that's true for Purple. So no idea. But if you think it's true, then report it. Send in a ticket, because that's against the rules. Anyway, game number 2, I was correct that we are going to be seeing both teams pushing for C with triple 50M. However, JJ leaves the tank behind to grab base A. Again, they will have the cap lead, but looks like Purple's 50Ms are taking the initiative here. JJ's are playing a little bit more passive. Are they just going to nuke Quaffle? They may nuke Quaffle here. Only one of them put in their shot. The second one does. Quaffle's down. 600 HP. Blue Bleedle's getting nuked a little bit himself, but 322 Blue going to cover for Quaffle, and looks like Purple is just going to go for the aggression here. They have lots of tanks. Ooh, Biking gets Amarect in the middle. What the heck? Purple going to take a big advantage there with that Amarect. That definitely helps them quite a bit. They get the kill in Verstappen as well. Traded for Quaffle. But Purple has a much greater presence in the C corner at the moment. GLaDOS and Lilia are all the way on the other side of the map. I was not correcting GLaDOS' position, but given that they're going for a full C push, it makes sense. But things are definitely in favor of Purple right now. The Amarect definitely had something to do with it, but it wasn't going to change them winning the C corner in the first place, so not particularly concerned there. 5v3 at the moment. Towitz is the next kill. Schlatt gets it with a well-placed shot. There we go. If he bounced that, I was going to be very disappointed. Not in him, but in myself for making that prediction incorrectly. But looks like Lilia is the next focus fire. Purple's looking very good there. Schlatt picking that one up as well. And 5v1. So purple will equalize. Maybe game 1 kind of got out of control a little bit because they didn't deal with the caps in time, but they waste no time in game 2 taking the initiative, and paid off with a nice dub here. I thought the guy died. I think he killed someone else. That confused me instead. I thought it was the Hori blowing up, so I looked away and added the scoreboard up a little early, but whatever. Game 2 purple. No, you can before, no could not. No, you could always have multiple accounts for a long time. Anyway, renamed user, 4.2k for purple, nice job. Although I'm guessing he got the ammo rack. It was Bikin, right? Who killed him? Renamed user. Ah, okay, so like, take away 2k of that damage. I'm not impressed anymore. Definitely a new dress on top for the team outside of that ammo rack. Ja. Anyway, game 3. And it's Oasis, okay. New map. We're not seeing the same maps repeated again and again. That's nice. If it goes to tiebreaker and it's Port Bay, I'm going to lose my mind. But let's see game number 3 here. Black Label is a bargain bin Klaus Kellerman for Whoppy. I've heard of Klaus Kellerman as a YouTuber, but I don't know anything about him. So I don't know what that statement means, but nice meme. Bus players are well known to rig battles. In the clan event, yes, that was like a year ago. Video to go back 4 or 5 years. Prove nothing about them. Interesting. We've got a conspiracy theorist in the chat, it seems. Very, very cool. Anyway. Oasis Palms. Anything to note? Both teams running 2 E50Ms. JJ is also adding in a light tank there. Purple's not messing around with their lineup though. Plenty of MLEs and a 215B. JJ's got a assortment of tanks. In fact, they've got no 2 tanks that are the same apart from those 50Ms. Anyway, let's introduce Oasis Palms. Get into game number 3. I'm gonna chug the rest of that water bottle. I'm gonna grab another one. Unfortunately, we don't have any Arnold Palmer at the moment. Didn't grab any from the store. Here we are, game 3. Teams are going opposite directions, sort of. JJ's taking full initiative of C, but they are still sending tanks to A. So they're going full split here. But purple is full sending A. That could be very scary for JJ. All these MLEs just W keying into this team. They know that JJ's capping C, so they might not even waste any time. Like, they know that there's at least 1 tank missing from this, and so they might just push anyway. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, they're not wasting any time at all. Devil Ninja striking a hit from all the other side of the map. And yeah, I don't think this game's going to last very long, guys. Those 50Ms and Vickers can get back into the fight in time. Maybe we'll have a competitive game on our hands here, but Purple's got really good initiative. I will say, though, GLaDOS is bouncing a lot more shots than I thought. Purple should have absolutely killed him by now, and he's still got hit points left in the game. And before he goes down, the 50Ms have joined the fight. Purple still has the advantage, of course. They've got the extra gun, and Bikin pushing forward like that did not make sense at all. You're not a tank that can bounce shots, so that does not make any sense. But they do pick up Schlatt at least. They're going to have renamed user in a second here as well. And if they can keep Verstappen from taking any more damage, that would be very good because, you know, you don't want to be bleeding too much in that Vickers. Yep, renamed user does get dropped, but Darkest Savage did get picked up as well for JJ. So game number 3 is still in favor of Purple, but it's not unwinnable for JJ. Trade there, blue for Verstappen, and every tank that you trade makes it worse and worse, right? A 2v1 is harder than a 3v2, which is harder than a 4v3. So ideally, Purple just wants to trade tanks 1 for 1 up until the end game here. But if Blue Bleedle gets the kill on Quaffle, no, but he just gets traded for Towits. Lily is not doing particularly well over here. He's trying to help out with that focus fire, but Devil and Ninjas is just farming him out. And yeah, I don't think there's anything left here for JJ, unfortunately. Yeah, Devil's just been able to farm Lily the entire time. And Lithium or Skeptic should have that kill, no problem. And now Lily is looking the other way when there was an opportunity to get the kill there. That was very strange play in the end there. But Purple winning game number 3. It was closer than I thought it would be. Blados actually did a very good job at surviving a long time. Purple took a good amount of time to kill him in the 50Ms, and the Vickers did rejoin the fight in time. But then the really weird W key from the Kronvon, like, you're not going to survive in the same way that Super Conqueror survived, right? The Super Conqueror has very troll hull armor, and it has reactive, so of course it's going to survive. Your Kronvon, you've got no hull, right? There's nothing troll about the hull either. All you're doing is throwing the tank away. You have to take the opportunity that the Super Conqueror gives to you and just back up, right? Only 22 damage, yikes. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bikin. That was an unfortunate performance, I have to say. But it is what it is, I suppose. You can't really do anything about it. You just got to move on. Game at number 4 here. There is a chance for JJ to equalize. If they clean their act up, this time they will have the North spawn. Hold the drama. Let me get my popcorn. Let's just not talk about that anymore, Black Label. Let's just focus on competitive, and let's enjoy the stream. Kellerman typed, I think Russian bias exists in the world of tanks. Lol. But it's true. But it's true. Ja. Where underscore Nugget at? Seems like he is on the bench, unfortunately, for JJ. Anyway, game 4. Let's see how it goes. Looks like Anath is spectating for purple. Where is James? James is missing. Where did James go? R.I.P. James. He's not even in the middle either. He's just gone. Ro got kicked. Anyway. Lineups. Again, no messing around from purple. Plenty of MLEs. This time, though, no 2 and 5. They rock the Chieftain. And they actually drop a 50M for a Vickers, so they're running a light tank. No mediums for JJ. Maybe they learned from last game, like, okay, if we ran all those mediums that they did not during the fight in time, we're just going to rock all heavies and see how that goes. So we'll see. If they send one of them to C, that's even worse, because a heavy is going to take way longer to join the fight than the mediums running over could. So I fully expect them to go AB here, or a hard commit C, but I don't expect anything split from 7 heavies. Let's see it. Yeah, no split from JJ. Purple will send their Vickers to C, but what I like more about Purple's plays, they're not sending 3 tanks to C, right? They're not necessarily focused on winning C, right? If JJ were to send even 1 tank over there, the Vickers would not be winning that 1v1. He's just using it for position, for information, and the majority of Purple's forces are over in this side. Now, interesting play here from Devil in a New Dress. There is a position that you can use right here that's kind of sneaky and has this hill to use hull down, but JJ is positioned in the center. They may go for a bit of a counter push, and Tavitz and Darkest Savage wrap around there. But as soon as JJ makes that play, looks like Purple's going to be pushing in for Biken, who is completely backwards to all of these purple tanks. And he's the clear focus fire target for the purple team. And he gets taken out just as quickly as Devil in a New Dress. Both of them taking risks there. Quaffle, though, getting bled very hard. Verstappen needs to put in another and ideally go for the kill after that mineral. Will he get it? No, Blue Bleedle also missing. Both of you guys have to push that. You don't want that opportunity to go to waste. They are, in the meantime, though, focusing Skepticizer very nicely in the middle. Things are looking very good there. They will lose Darkest Savage in a minute. Blue Bleedle will get the kill on Quaffle in just a minute here, but he'll take an extra shot of damage for it. So things are looking good for JJ in this game number 4. They will lose Ben. That'll make it a 4v4, but at the same time, the focus fire on Schlatt, incredible. And that whole entire time that Ben was on 400 HP, JJ killed a 1200 HP tank. That focus fire looking very good. Verstappen and Blue Bleedle will have no issues taking down Lithium. Okay, my voice is losing in itself again. And finally Ben's going to get killed here. There we go, but now it's a 4v2. And 322 Blue is the easy focus fire for JJ. 2 tanks right on him. He's not winning that fight. And then it's just renamed user in the Vickers Light, who's just going to have to scramble around. In the famous words of Nemo, die for time. Yeah, he's just not going to waste any time driving in there. He's going to see if he can do something to Verstappen, but Verstappen's got a full clip. Actually, I lied. He only had 2 shots, so Blue Beetle's going to clean him up, though. Verstappen will survive. And we are going to be seeing a tiebreaker here, guys. JJ does equalize, which I am happy to see. Tiebreakers are always fun, always enjoyable. 3-2-2 blue on top for purple, but it was not enough. JJ looking very nice. And we're going to move on to game number 5, Rockfield. Okay, thank goodness, no Port Bay. Rockfield has a tiebreaker, purple with north, JJ with south. And, yeah, pretty symmetrical map. No crazy advantage for either side. I'm excited, guys. I need to sip my water. I was losing my voice at the end of the last game. But let's see what the lineups are going to be. Renamed user in the Vickers. I know that James was supposed to be the Lightning player for purple, but again, he's not here right now. Something's up there. So, renamed user are going to be playing it instead. JJ's rocking IS-4s on this map. Interesting. It makes sense. Over on the A-cap with that bunker, you can sneak IS-4s in there. And in that terrain, it seems like maybe they just want to use that tank. But they are switching a couple of them out. I suppose they never readied up, so didn't really expect them to run so many of them anyway, but thought it would have been interesting. Again, purple, not messing around with their lineup. MLEs, 4 of them. Pretty much every single game here in the second set. Vickers, 2-5B, and Chieftain. So it's the Brits and the Frenchies for them. JJ will run 3 IS-4s, 2 Crons, a 2-5B, and a Vickers. So Vickers in either team. This is very interesting to me how Vickers becomes the light tank meta now. Since it got that nice DPM buff, it seems to be the tank that people like. Very cool. Anyway, guys, this is the tiebreaker. Let's get it, y'all. Game number 5. Oh, wait, it's Rockfield. I have to do the intro. Sorry, one sec, guys. Rockfield. Map intro. And here we are, game number 5. Winner survives, loser drops out of the tournament. Very different strats from both teams. JJ focused on A with the light spotting C. Purple focused at C with the light spotting A. Verstappen is being very careful, not overextending here, wants to get some sort of information. Although it might be too late for him to leave. Shooting there. He might take a hit for that. No, he doesn't actually. He's fine. I was a little bit nervous there. That team was getting very close to him. Shooting that shot, getting him spotted just a little bit early, could have been risky for him. Purple will step C, but we've got the quick B cap from JJ. Double IS-4s doing it. Purple was not ready to reset B, and so we are actually going to be seeing a very nice double cap here from JJ. Tavitz is spotted, so he could get reset with HEs here, but actually doesn't. Devil does put in 96 damage there. It's a little too late, though, unfortunately. So JJ does have the cap lead for this game number 5. And now pressure's on Purple to do something interesting here. Renamed user driving up a little bit further into Vickers. I don't know if he got spotted at all yet. I don't think so. Well, all of Purple does seem to be rotating back. The exception of 3-2-2 blue, who is going to go for some crossfire there in the Chieftain. I do agree with that. When you're in a Chieftain, you have to be crafting angles for yourself, because you have that hash, and you need to be able to put it into the side of these tanks. Although, admittedly, it's going to be a lot harder for a Chieftain to hash the IS-4 than it would be for an MLE with how big that profile is. Just taking a look at one of these MLEs. All that side turret, absolutely massive tank. Very easy hash if you're a Chieftain. But something like the IS-4, it's a lot more low profile. Side of the turret isn't possible to pen, I think, at all with hash. Just because of how well armored this side of the turret is. Rear you can definitely get, but The side, I don't remember if it is or not. Okay, 322 blue has been spotted, so they know that they're crafting in the angle, but purple's wasting no time and going for a full push here. They have 2 tanks down at the bottom. It's very interesting to me that JJ's rotating Biken down. If you're purple, right, you've got 2 tanks down. You would think that's good for JJ, because then if they win up top, they will be able to drive down into those tanks, as opposed to purple winning down low. They have to drive up and waste all that time. But it seems like renamed users are going to be going for a quick flank on GLaDOS, who's looking the complete opposite way. Your JJ here, you just have to go for a full push here. Tavitz is leading the push, but he's way far ahead of Ben and Blue Bleedle here. So unfortunately, Tavitz takes all of those bleeds before the rest of his team's able to help put in shots there. So he goes down quite quickly after getting that initial pickup. However, Devil in a New Dress now looking too good. We've got the light tank 1v1 on this side of the map as well. Let's take a quick look at that. I think it's Verstappen in the lead here. Yeah, Verstappen should win that light tank 1v1, so things are looking good for them. 930 cap points here for JJ. It's looking very close. Kill on Devil in a New Dress, 975, 980. Purple took B, but they need to stop A. 322 blue gets a kill, keeps them alive a little bit, but he needs to step on that base. Ben's going to try to body block, push him out of that cap. Not going to be able to do it. But between himself and Blue Bleedle here, gets the H, he picks up the kill. That's 995. That's 1,000. And JJ pulling the upset against Purple here. Well, I don't even know if I should call it an upset, because the way they've been playing today, clearly very solid. But the team that I expected to get last in this group is now in the grand finals, up against Pincer. Very exciting. Nicely done for JJ with a very good dub. In the last game to clean it up, they did end up winning up top. Purple took a little bit of time there getting their tanks in. Renamed user going all the way around to flank, and very good play from Verstappen to go back and 1v1 him, get him off of that Kron's rear. Questionable play by... I don't want to say if I blame Tavitz or if I blame his teammates for not supporting him in time, but in the end, JJ won just fine. Very good brawling skills from them, and they held on to that cap lead. Purple just didn't have enough time to do it. So good stuff. Congrats to JJ. We'll move on to our 4th and final set. I guess I should go to the just chatting mode, as I did get my invite. But we got Pincer JJ grand finals. So we saw these teams play once already. And that was a 3-0 sweep from Pincer. So hopefully JJ is going to be a little bit more competitive this time around. They're all heated up. They just had a great clutch against Purple, winning the last 2 games there to take the set. And they're hot now. We're going to be moving on Mayan Ruins, the first map for the set. Another one that we haven't seen yet today, so I'm glad that we're at least seeing a little bit of map diversity today. Always good. But let me quickly set up the logos. Pincer left, JJ right. Alright, everything looks good. Read the chat. 34 stream with any background music, like you're obese, soldier, fluffy cat being shaved. Yeah, I mentioned at the start, I don't know if you're there, Pickle, but I just recently monetized my YouTube channel, and I keep getting demonetized for all of the music I play. I've tried like 3 different playlists at this point, and they've all got me demonetized. So what I'm making sure, right, is if I run no music, I don't get demonetized. At least that's working properly. And then I can kind of figure out from there, like, which songs I can add to the stream so I can continue to earn money. Not that it's the most important thing to me. I'm just kind of trying to get it working, try to understand it better. But like, I've been doing YouTube uploads for like 2-3 years at this point, and this is my first time making any money off of all of it. It's clearly not that important to me, or I would have pushed to do it sooner, but I still want to give it a try and understand it, because I'm at the channel size where it could be substantial, it could be helpful to me. You know, I'm going to be starting to make bigger car payments soon, looking to get a new car, and any income helps, so yeah. Utah, definitely pretty happy to watch his clan doing pretty well in the chat there, very nice. Yeah, JJ's in the grand finals again. Pincer did wipe them last time around, but JJ's got momentum on their side. Pincer, they might have been a little bit cold. You know, I'm sure they were warming up and everything with other teams that were in grand finals. I'm pretty sure they're probably scrim partners with Joker, Blue248, former Joker player, and even before he was in Joker, when he was in Apex and Joker were always scrim partners. So my assumption is that these two teams are scrim partners. Also DJ, Pharaoh, TJ, and I believe Danny. Yeah, all of these players have played for Joker at one point. So it's actually hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 out of the 7 players on Pincer that are starting right now are former Joker at one point or another. TJ only did 1 season there. Wasn't really a big thing for him. And that was the season that they actually placed 3rd. That was the worst that Joker's placed in a long time. But I would still, at least mention the fact that 5 out of the 7 players in this team were Joker at one point. So, pretty funny. It shows that they've got a very strong hold on the top competitive players. Anyway, looking at the JJ side of things, the team's been doing all right. And then we finally have Nugget in the game. Someone mentioned Nugget in the chat. Well, here's Nugget playing his game here. We got the VK90. First time we're seeing that. We've been seeing a few German super heavies here and there. We saw a Mouse earlier today. I believe we did see a VK in the arena competition at one point, but first time in this tournament. IS4, double MLE, Cron 2 and 5E, and a T100. So we are seeing a light tank for Team JJ. Not for Pincer, though, here in Mayan Ruins. They're locking in with the heavies. 50B, though, could be interesting. Probably a central tank on Mayan. But I guess we're about to find out here. Go ahead and cue the intro. Tanks are subbing in and out. Don't know what's exactly going on, but here we go, guys. Mayan Ruins. Very sad, no 50B after all for Team Pincer. It was just a misclick from Pew Pew. I got excited for a second. I always like seeing non-standard picks, but nothing crazy here other than the VK90 being relatively uncommon, but still not like a crazy pick. Like it's very obviously a very good tank. Both teams are going pretty hard A. Blue 248 going kind of more middle for Pincer. JJ's got a couple tanks in this position, Tavitz and Verstappen. Sneaky shot in there from Danny. JJ didn't punish it. They have tanks set up here that could punish, but they weren't ready yet. Fair takes a shot in return, though. Danny takes that one there. VK90, very good positioner. They're being able to reverse. So not really a reverse side scrape because it's the VK90, but just good positioning there. And GLaDOS actually able to punish as well. Pincer not looking too clean in the opening. They've taken 3 hits here already. And yeah, JJ's in very good position. I don't think those double MLEs are... I think they're too big to hide here, actually, just looking at this. Yeah, they are too big to hide here without taking hits. Pew's taken 2, Danny's taken 2. Good start from JJ. They're very disciplined, and they are poised to push this, actually. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Pincer does have a couple tanks here to sneak around. Vaughn needs to turn, DJ needs to push in, but JJ does have enough initiative to the point where they could do something here. GLaDOS is being hit pretty hard, though. And he actually gets picked off before anyone from Pincer. So the unfortunate thing here about JJ's push, Nugget and Blue Bleedle are kind of blocking anyone from shooting Pew. So he's able to put in these shots without really too much damage. And Tavitz unloading his full clip here, but they still haven't been able to get the kill until just now. And Pincer was up 2 tanks up at that point. They're still going to be up a tank here. DJ is getting focus fired pretty nicely. He's on fire. He's not going to be able to do much more damage. So things are doing just fine there. Danny is still pretty low himself, but Pincer does have the extra tank over in here. Verstappen's kind of sneaking around, and Blue 248, he's kind of just joining the fight now. His hit points haven't really been useful at all, nor has his gun for majority of this. So it's going to be a 4v4, but it's a close one. Actually, it's 5v4. But they're not going to be able to get the kill on Danny. Tavitz is not going to reload in time for Fair to get that pick, so it will end up being a 5v3 here for a moment. Verstappen does pick up Vaughn, but down goes Biken. And unfortunately, I don't think there's enough left in the tank here for JJ. They had a very good opening. I cannot deny that. They had very good bleeds on those MLEs, which were not... They were too big to hide in that little tiny position that they were in. But unfortunately, they were not able to close it out. Kind of got a little bit congested in that push. And when you have 4 tanks pushing those 2 like that, there just really wasn't enough room in that small little alleyway for them to be able to put all their guns in effectively. And so Pincer was able to just kind of surround them with all the tanks that were elsewhere, whether it was Vauban in the corner, Pharaoh slightly behind. But yeah, Pincer ended up cleaning that push up pretty nicely. Even though Blue was kind of exploring in the middle, I guess I didn't really see what he did. Looks like his gun was reasonably effective in the game. Pincer did fine there. They did fine. 3.999 though from Blue Bleedle. So, pretty good game for him. Anyway, move on to game 2 here. JJ has the chance to equalize here. They did so just fine in the purple set. They could do the same here against Pincer. We will see. No, I had no music, just somebody cat to choke. Your cat is a goofy goober. I love it, I love it. Kind of goofy they got me demonetized. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is a little unfortunate because they say that it's copyright free and royalty free, but even if there's just 1 or 2 songs in there that get claims, that's enough to demonetize. But I'm not tripping too much. Oh, you're in MM now. Your sister clan. Gotcha. I thought you were in JJ. Maybe you moved up. Congrats on moving up. So when TJ came back, yes, that's why they're playing under the Pincer tag. But yes, yes. The whole season when Joker came third, great set to watch from Joker SLG. Yeah, that was spring 2023. My opinion, greatest tournament set of all time. Or greatest tournament on NA all time. My opinion, spring 2023. Great season. Would strongly recommend if you guys want to go and watch stuff back. Spring 2023, amazing season. That was actually Origin's first win. Was spring 2023. Spoilers, by the way. Sorry about that, but I mean, I think everyone knows what happens, right? You can just skip straight to grand finals and see it. But really good tournament overall. Again, Origin's first win. Joker's lowest placement ever. And SLG, a team that hadn't played competitive in a very long time, pops up out of nowhere and gets top 2. And was 1 game away from winning the entire thing. Absolutely unheard of. So, really crazy tournament. Really could not have gotten any crazier. So, absolutely loved it. Really, the only thing that could have made it any crazier was SLG winning the entire thing. Coming out of nowhere. Literally not existing for the entire year leading up to it. Anyway, we'll move on. Game number 2 here in this set. DJ said, I love you in the chat. I love you too, JJ. But I love you too, DJ. I appreciate you. Teams are switching it up a little bit here. We see a Ho-Ri on JJ. Didn't quite notice that. Too busy reminiscing on spring 2023. Greatest season of all time on NA. I will maintain that. JJ actually gets into B. They are going to grab the early cap lead. No, actually, wait. Pincer's already in C. No, Blue drives out to go for shots on these 50Ms. Pincer's taking advantage of these over-positioned 50Ms here. They put more value into picking up these early kills than grabbing that cap lead, which I would agree with. Most of these games do not go down to cap, but they are missing lots of shots on Tavitz there. He should be a lot lower than he is. But Pincer should have no issues cleaning up Verstappen there. TJ should just put 1 more shot and do it. Now Blue gets it. Tavitz gets away, though. And while JJ is going to keep the cap lead here, they're down a tank entirely. And Tavitz still hasn't fully escaped. DJ's going to keep W keying. Will he eventually spot Tavitz? Yes, he does. Not going to be able to put in a shot, but Pincer knows that they can cut him off here. So they are going to attempt to do that. Blue 248 is continuing to insert himself in here. Might be going a little bit too far. Tavitz could punish. Actually, yeah, Blue's looking the wrong way entirely. But Pincer's going to crash in on Biken and Nugget, who overextended in the B area. So while Blue 248 is definitely going to go down, if I'm Pincer here, I focus on Biken and Nugget. And should be easy to clean this one up. 6v6. Biken's alone. Very low roll from Danny. 328. 450 average, by the way. He might have been shooting gold. Vauban should pick up Tavitz. Biken's still alive until just now. Nugget's in a 3v1. If you're Pincer, you don't need to be having nearly that many tanks on him. Vauban should be able to clean up GLaDOS, even with all these other tanks here. Should be able to get that kill after taking 1 more hit. DJ will go down to Darkest Savage and Blue Bleedle, but Vauban getting that kill. And now it's just a 4v2. RIP DJ. Gone but never forgotten. That's my boy right there. That's my dog. Blue Bleedle's going to unload his clip here into Vauban. Nope, just going to back out. It's a 4v2. Pincer's not going to do anything to throw this game. I thought they were going to take B, which would have been crazy. They did not do that. Not wasting any time at all here. That's what I like about the Pincer game number 2. They didn't waste any initiative there. They saw those double 50Ms. They didn't even worry about taking the cap lead, even though they had it. Like, we're just going to take initiative, get those kills very quickly. And now TJ got the rear of Darkest Savage. This tank's got some very nice hash combined with that tungsten shell, and this tank is getting absolutely deleted. Game number 2 going to Pincer as well. Not gonna lie, I was hoping some teams would stand up to Pincer today, but it seems like they are absolutely in form right now. This is a team that is looking to make top 4. If they continue to play like they are today, they should have no problems achieving that, which is awesome to see. I'm very happy for this team. But I would also like to see this set be a little bit more competitive. So if JJ is able to equalize, which they did against Purple, clutching it up, I would like to see them try to do it again. Going to be on Normandy for games 3 and 4. Tricky competitive map. There's some interesting strats I've seen. I've seen tanks double Super Conquerors into the bowl here. Super Conqueror got some pretty troll armor, and it also at the moment has reactive armor, so able to hold pretty nicely in there while other tanks kind of push in from the side. But not seeing any of those from Pincer. We're seeing Chieftains though. Excuse me. Just know Pincer mostly main Joker players. Not main Joker players. Blue was not usually a starter. DJ was not usually a starter. I forget if Danny was a starter when he played there, but none of these players are core Joker. Core Joker is all playing this season, which is pretty cool. Cac is back. I think Milo's back, although I forget about that. But all of Core Joker is still in Joker. These are just kind of like the players that have played a few seasons with the team, but have not usually been core. The core for Joker rarely changes. Cac and Milo not playing last season was a very big shakeup, maybe the biggest shakeup on the roster in a long time. Anyway, let's introduce Normandy, take a look at the lineups, and see if JJ is able to equalize, or if we're just going to be seeing this as the last game of the set. Let's get it, guys. Here's Normandy. Alright, here we are, game number 3. The intro did cover up DJ saying, "I love you, 34. Then Vauban said, "We love you," but you might have caught at the end Blue said he's smelly. Blue does not love 34, it's okay. 34 does not love Blue either. Maybe someday Blue will find love, but not today. Anyway, looking at the game here, we're seeing an interesting lineup from JJ. We're not seeing any MLEs from them. 3 IS4s, 2 Crons, 2 50Ms. They will quick C with double IS4. And they're going to step onto A at the same time as Pincer taking D, but TJ's in a sneaky little reset position here. 2 and 5B, pretty low profile, able to use this position. Try to sneak in an HE, doesn't hit that one though, and Pharaoh's not able to get anything themselves, but Verstappen does get nuked here. Pincer is putting tanks down. Verstappen taking a big hit, not able to pen that HE there. Vauban not able to get that, but Verstappen already down to 700 HP, and if he tries to cross this, could get nuked? No. He's mostly fine. The turret of the 50M is relatively safe to the Chieftain, because the Chieftain doesn't have high pen gold to go through the turret of the 50M, which is required. So, JJ is actually going to put a tank into the middle here. They're going to try to win the D side, but it's a 3v3. So very interesting. Looks like Pincer's just going for the surround play on Ben, though. And Ben turns his turret to DJ, allows Lindsay to put in the shot. Things looking good. What happened to Blue, though? Blue is absolutely getting bled out here. What the heck? He's permatrack, potentially. Was that a full clip there by Blue Bleedle? Didn't see what happened there, but now Blue's not looking too good. And all of a sudden, things are pretty equal with JJ. Ben's getting punished definitely pretty hard on the C side, though. Pincer's looking good over there. That might be where they want to commit. Yeah, they've rotated TJ in. They've rotated Pharaoh in. And so Blue and Vauban might just be like the sacrifice over on the AB side of things. Whereas Pincer's going to try to focus out the C side. Yeah, Ben's getting focused. Danny should have that kill. No, it's going to be Luncey. Danny's just going to focus on GLaDOS. Vauban does get picked, and Blue will go down as well. JJ's got good resources down over there. Tavis should pick that up. No, it's going to be Nugget, who's kind of blocking the kill shot there. But Pincer's picked up GLaDOS, and it's pretty even right now. It's a 5v5. Hit points slightly in favor of Pincer, but it's not too bad. Still doable. But Verstappen getting bled out pretty hard here, and Pharaoh can just chase him down. So that's going to be another good kill here for Pincer. Blue Bleedle's also pretty low. I don't think Pincer has the opportunity to do anything just yet, but they pick up Tavitz just as well. Not a very durable tank as opposed to these heavies. Yes, the 50M's got good armor, but the hit points just aren't there. And yeah, Pincer going to clean this one up just fine. Only 1,000 HP difference in the 5v5, but Pincer was just better positioned. They had kills on clearer tanks, or they had clearer kills on tanks, I should say. Now it's a 4v1. Final kill goes to DJ, the GOAT, and Pincer cleaned that one up with a 3-0 as well. So they only dropped a single game today. I was hoping this group would be closer. It was not, but that just shows how good Pincer is. They are absolutely in form. Anyone who thinks they are washed, they looked pretty good today. No major mistakes from them, other than the one Castilla game, which we definitely pointed out, but nothing crazy that I can think of in these games without doing like a deeper analysis into them. But surface level, everything looks good. Congrats to JJ, of course, for completely succeeding in terms of, you know, passing expectations, definitely. I thought they were going to go out dead last in the group. They beat 7E, they beat Purple, and they absolutely deserve to get second place. Unfortunately, second place means nothing today. It is going to be Pincer moving on to top 8, and JJ, who has to fight in the last chance tournament just the same as all the other teams that they've beaten today. They're all equal at the end of the day, since they did not win. So that is going to be that. Let's take a look at how the other groups are. Let me go ahead and refresh the website. I'm assuming this is probably one of the faster groups to finish, just because of the 3-0s from Pincer on JJ, both of them, but at the same time, Origin and Joker definitely could have swept up their groups way faster. Who knows? Anyways, let's take a look. Show all the groups. It's loading, loading, loading. Okay, never mind. So, Group 1 is done. Joker's 3-0ing 7 Rats twice and hated. So they haven't dropped a single game today. Very clean. Group 1, not the most interesting to watch, and I believe this is the one that Tommy streamed, so RIP Tommy. Group number 2, looks like it's still fighting, but none of these sets have gone to tiebreaker yet. But looks like MM, who initially lost to Toma, ended up beating Toma in the lower bracket finals to get second place and a chance to move on to top 8, but against Origin, not easy, not easy. But interestingly, Origin actually gets to play all 3 teams today. They get to play Nexo, Toma, and MM. So if they 3-0 all of them, that's a good sign. Group 3 still going on as well. Tiebreaker, Avni, Ponda on the upper bracket finals. Could have been a good set to watch. And Avni getting knocked out. So it's actually Nox versus Ponda. So interesting here. So Avni won this match, and they won yesterday against Nox. But Nox ends up being the one to eliminate Evany, and they have a chance at making top 8 directly. This could be impressive, actually. If they upset Ponda somehow, that'd be crazy. But Metro being the team eliminated quickly. Group 4 we just watched. Pincer is through. They had a clean day. Other than the one Castilla game, but we don't talk about that. Farrier's still my GOAT. Who is Pincer caller? TJ. It would probably be Blue. TJ would probably be helping out. I don't know if TJ calls. He was never really a caller. I think he was more of like a fragger. And Blue's usually been a caller, but I'm sure the TJ helps out. And then Group 5, DFM. No surprises there. Didn't drop a single game. They beat Cease, they beat Gosu, and then they beat Gosu again. So actually, Pincer, not the shortest group, but not the longest. Of course, we still got 2 going on. I'm not going to wait because these could go on for a long time. I'll do one more refresh. Maybe while I was talking something happened, but probably not. I got 69 viewers on YouTube. Very nice. And yeah, unfortunately, if I just refresh the page, it doesn't work. It just bugs out. So I have to switch to first and then wait for it to load and then switch back to second and then show all groups. So let's see, did group 2 or 3 finish? Origin 3-0's MM, done. So Origin faced all 3 teams in their group and 3-0'd all of them. Very clean performance. I wish Cora were streaming this. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a mobile stream setup going. He streamed the arena comp because he could play on PC, but now that this is a mobile-only tournament, he will not be streaming his POV, so unfortunately we do lose some coverage there. I did talk to him a little bit about it, but he says he's not really interested in getting anything set up. He's just happy with his PC setup, so unfortunately we're not going to be seeing this, but maybe for Blitz Legends 2, I'll play in PC again. I guess we'll see. Depends on what he's more comfortable with, and maybe if he's more comfortable playing on mobile, we'll probably run that just to lock in, but we will see. But yeah, Pawn and Nox still going on, so I'm not going to wait any longer. I don't want to waste any of your time, so we're just going to go ahead and call it here, guys. It's been a good stream today. Was hoping the sets would be a little closer overall, but I can't complain. The set between Purple and Pincer was good. The set between Purple JJ was also really good. So I enjoyed today. Hope you guys did too. Unfortunately, no giveaways on the YouTube chat. Have not been working. I think that means in the future I'm going to be doing all of my giveaways in the Discord. So make sure that you guys join if you want an opportunity to win. For all of the non-portal streams, we'll be doing 2 battle passes and 4 crates, these fan containers. And I'm going to be splitting those up into 2. So we'll have 2 winners for the battle passes, and then 2 people will each win 2 fan containers. So make sure to join, check the giveaway channel. And yeah, I guess with this being done, I will catch you guys on Friday for the last chance. I'm curious to see how it runs. It looks like it was 24 teams split into 3 groups of 8, and only the winner moves on, single elimination, which could be pretty interesting, but we'll have to see how the groups are split up and stuff. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. I'll catch you guys on Friday night, and yeah, until then, stay safe. Happy tanking.